Welcome back to Rich Off Tech. Today we'll be talking about the basics of the Java language syntax. So today we'll be starting off with data types, variables, control structures, and operators. So there are 8 primitive data types in Java: integers, doubles, booleans, characters, longs, shorts, bytes, and floats. But there are 4 that you'll start using immediately. So starting with integers. An integer is a whole number. It could be negative as well. However, integers do not include decimal values. So an integer could take the value of -5, -500. However, they can't hold a decimal value, nor can they be over a certain size. That leads us into doubles. Doubles are also a numerical value, but they are more precise than integers because you can use decimal values. And you can also still use negative numbers as doubles as well. So you can have -13.5 or you can have +2.334. So say you want to use a value of 13.5. You will use a double instead of an integer because the double can hold the decimal value. So next up we have characters. Characters are just single characters like a single letter or a punctuation mark such as an exclamation mark, a period, a comma. Those are characters. Finally, the ones that you will be using a lot of are booleans. So booleans are true or false statements. Think of it as a yes or no or a on or off. A boolean value is just simply true or false. So you could say, okay, I got the lights on right now. That statement will be true. But if I were to turn the lights off, that statement will be false. We also have longs, bytes, shorts, and floats, which we will discuss later on as we learn more about the programming language. Next up, we have variables. A variable is a memory location that holds the value of a particular data type. To use a variable in Java, you must first declare it by the type of value you would like to store. For example, if we have a paycheck value that we want to store, that's $500. Remember, we can only use whole numbers for integers. So you would set integer paycheck equals 500. So now that you have created this variable paycheck, you can reference this variable instead of the value. We can use it in blocks of code whenever we need to reference the value of a paycheck. Instead of saying 500, you could just say paycheck. So that'll lead us directly into operators. When we declared our variable paycheck, we assigned the value to the data type and the name by using the equal sign. In this instance, the equal sign is an operator. In our expression, you can see in this instance, the equal sign is an assignment operator. It set the value of 500 to the memory location named paycheck. That's $500. And you're familiar with equal signs from mathematics, but in Java, they are used a little bit differently sometimes. But we also have the addition sign, subtraction sign, multiplication, and you'll soon learn about the modulo operator as well. Operators are used to perform arithmetic, comparison, as well as complete logical expressions and statements as well. That'll take us into control structures. So normally Java code is read line by line, the same as you would read a book. You read one line and you read the next line. However, control structures allow us to control the flow of the program. For instance, this allows us to use conditional statements. So say we have a conditional statement, such as if I work 5 days per week, my paycheck will be 500. So in order to get the full $500 paycheck, we have to work 5 days. But what happens if I only work 4 days per week? So let's just say if days worked is less than 5, then paycheck would equal 400. However, since we worked more than 4 days, that conditional statement won't apply and it'll go directly to the line of code below that block, which has the value of paycheck set to 500.